fact that ain't no cap, I'm real. No cap, I'm real. The plastic bars wanna copy my steel. Copy my steel. Face the fact that ain't no cap, I'm real. No cap, I'm real. The plastic bars wanna copy my steel. Copy my steel. Face the fact that ain't no cap, I'm real. No cap, I'm real. Plastic bars wanna copy my steel. Yo, got my heart, no.
Heart, no, but a bed. Break you in, then. Get us every day. Got my heart, no. Heart, no, but a bed. Break you in, then. Get us every day.
Copy my steel. Face the fact that ain't no cap, I'm real. No cap, I'm real. The plastic bars wanna copy my steel. Copy my steel. Face the fact that ain't no cap, I'm real. No cap, I'm real. The plastic bars wanna copy my steel. Plastic bars wanna copy my steel.
Ayy, I got the recipe, never gonna let any op get the best of me. Thought it was distance, but hey, this is next to me. Talk to the spirit, you know I've been heavenly.
Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, tonight, it's time!
Ow! What's going on? It's all NFT gaming. We're gonna do a little short session here, but we got some shit happening. You know, we got a Medium article to read. Let's go through this article and what do we think? I don't know how many people have actually already read it. I've gone through quite a bit of it, but we're gonna get into all of it. We got Lightstone in the house. Let's go, Morgan Freeman. We will do it today. It will happen. It'll be nice. But yeah, no, we will do it. I'll do some weird voices. All the little random lore ones I'll do in the weird voice if anyone actually wants that. But yeah.
Oh, there he is.
Oh,
What up? What up?
we got shit to read.
We sure
Dude,
do.
they threw shade at me in this article.
They threw shade at you particularly?
Yeah,
Oh my goodness.
you'll get to it.
All right. Let's see. Let's see what we got. So, right now we are doing the reading of, and we're going to talk about, we'll obviously be taking breaks to discuss what is going on. Like I said, I've already kind of read some of it. Haven't read the last section of it. But, you know, yeah, we're going to get through it. We're going to see what's what. We're going to see, what everyone's opinions are. But, all right. Here we go.
I got some opinions.
Oh yeah, he does.
Go. As the days grew shorter and the nights prolonged, the citizens of Lunaria would begin to feel a presence like never before. A shift in time. A vision of the future's call. Little did they know a plan was in motion. A seismic alteration of all they knew to be true. Were they prepared for what was on the horizon, or would they perish like those who came before? Legends spoke of this forthcoming time. But was there anyone around who would heed the warning? Only time would tell, but one thing was for sure. If they did not assemble in time of great strife, not even the greatest power of all would be able to stop the events that were about to unfold. I would say that me alone, like as a little, like technically, little side note, I'm the most roided out man in Talmouth. I think I could take whatever the hell is coming.
Oh,
Especially
yeah.
with what's coming too, okay? Like I use PEDs like they're like I pop them like Skittles, okay? So, and for anyone who hasn't read any of this, there's more to come, which will add to that. But all right, Whatever that is, it sounds scary. Anyway, on to some more pleasant news. Skill expansion. Years have passed, and the people of Lunaria have only gotten more advanced and skilled in their various professions. With new resources being discovered daily and a demand for technological advances growing more vocal, a new world of creation is upon us. With well over 100 new items added, we've introduced a wide range of exclusive recipes of creation, along with the rarest of mythical and transcendent resources for you to collect. With this brand of new content being used to fill the gaps of your existing skill tables, you will now have new goals to chase and avenues for building wealth within the land of Lunaria. So then we have ourselves a hunky-dory little picture here. What's going on? Lightstone. We got Hitman in here. Nico, Iustin, John Bravo, Petty Fogger, and Cadrut. But so, all right, we're getting new ones. I'm down with that, but at the same time, like, this also half annoys me because I don't have large gathering skills. So this is just a new annoyance for me. Like, god damn it, I have more to climb, baby. Like shit. Like it's like I get it. Everybody, like, I get it. It's gonna be good for everybody else, but for me personally, and I feel like everybody should not be selfish and only think of me. Come on, man. Like, what is that? How many of these? I got 55, 55, 68, 62, 64, 55.
Yeah, because even though those are mythic ores. Okay, that's
all right, wait a minute. I am actually like very excited for this. I'm joking around. Like, obviously, this is amazing that we get some new skill expansion, but my wallet already is physically hurting me because you have new ore. Like, I'm sorry, like, forging is a fucking nightmare, and now we have more. Damn it. And you know I'm gonna do it, though. You know I'm gonna do it.
We're all gonna
do it. All right, let's see what else we got. This skill expansion will extend the content contained within skill tables to cover the gaps between levels 50 and onwards. But we're not finished yet. In the future, gaps will continue to be filled with new resources and recipes introduced until we feel as though they've fully balanced and developed a system of progression. I'm down with that. I like the idea that there's going to be a little more touch and go. But I would also be like, the touch should be hook up Spiz. And the go should be like, let me run, you know? But yeah, other people too, I guess. Don't be selfish. Jewelry creation. It's here, you guys. Jewelry creation is here. What is this exactly? Jewelry creation is essentially a secondary use case for various resources within the game, further enhancing the economy as well as progression itself. For the most part, jewelry will be a virtual counterpart to the wonderful world of blockchain/collectible relics. These virtual relics will allow newcomers of the game to get a taste of the benefits that relics can bring to their overall gameplay, and in the progress help to promote their much more valuable and impactful blockchain/collectible counterparts. I'm a big fan of that. Everybody knows that I treat the relics as collectibles. I'm missing 4. Someone still needs to sell me one of them. Like, come on. You know who you are who have it. Again, I'm missing 3 or 4. But the Mist of Deception is one that I think that's what it's called.
There's no Mist of Deception.
There is no Mist of Deception. It got changed to the necklace.
Starlight Amulet.
Oh, no. All right. Yeah. There's another one that causes a cloud that...
Bane of Immortals?
No, I have that one. It's a legendary. They're all legendaries. Only one of them has ability, and then the other ones no one has. I think there's only 5 found of the last 2 that I need to do those ones. All right, but though, as of now, we're going to slowly introduce this jewelry into the game, with new pieces being added over time. Currently, mythical and transcendent jewelry will not exist. This is due to the lack of mythical and transcendent blockchain/collectible items being available and lower tiers currently acting in their place. Virtual jewelry will be required to be balanced based off of those higher tier blockchain/collectible relics. So for now, we're leaving them out. As with every update, if some of these virtual relics feel too powerful or your blockchain collectible relics feel lackluster, don't fret. Our goal has always been to showcase our premium content, and this can only be accomplished by having your blockchain or collectible relics be far more impactful of your game than their virtual counterparts. So just give us some time to work out the balances, and we promise to deliver the intended goal. I'm down with that. I also, I've always been saying that we need to make it easier on new players because all of us are here, right? And we're all still here. No matter what we wanted, no matter what we expected, no matter what was going on, we're still here. We need new people, so we need to make it a little bit easier on them. I know there are a lot of people that have had the mentality of, I had to do it, so you should too. But I would say grow up.
How's the game ever gonna move forward if the buy-in rate is all an average of $80?
I don't want it to be. I want to get you hooked and then drop the punishing nature that we all know about, you know?
And then have fun up to Epic and then realize, wait, if I had a couple blockchains,
there it is.
Maybe this could be a little better.
That's exactly what I've been saying for a long time. I think that you should be able to easily progress and get time-locked items. So, virtual items, helping out people in the... Yeah, that's good. That's good for business.
Or if you could upgrade blockchain items.
I mean, we'll see if that is something, maybe.
That's in the later...
Resource monsters. Your days of harvesting Lunaria's precious resources without a care in the world are a thing of the past. It was only a matter of time before those monstrous creatures that inhabit the land of Lunaria finally decided to come out and protect their homes from frequent gatherers like yourselves. Not me, because my gathering sucks.
Interesting.
Okay, you guys did this. I didn't. I don't gather shit. All right? And that time is now. Introducing resource monsters. 4 ruthless beings, hell-bent on retribution. These new and exclusive elemental creatures are sure to give you some trouble during your usual gathering expeditions. So we get to be able to see, I assume it's like there's
some more mini bosses.
Yeah, we're just going to have to fuck these people up. And if
I already saw how he fought, there's a leak actually of him fighting that spider. And I saw the mechanics of how to fight the spider already.
Look at bro, me
Yeah,
go!
it's like a grave walker.
It's pretty much, like a grave walker, yeah.
I do have to say though, it's
really
like
cool.
I have so many PEDs that it's not gonna matter. It's these guys are gonna get, I'm gonna Barry Bonds, knock one of those heads right out of the park. All right, these monsters will not come without reward, however. If you manage to slay one of these great beasts, you may be rewarded with plentiful drops of resources or even an extra special treat. Tomes of Knowledge. One of the drops you can expect from resource monsters. I would imagine that these are going to give us bonuses in...
XP.
Yes, it would either be a percentage... or it will be a set amount, right?
Oh, I think it's a set amount. 15% for an hour or something like that.
Yeah, the percentage, but I would imagine that there's going to be some other tricks and stuff up the sleeve before this Medium article, and I would imagine that maybe you get, the fishing one.
And then
you use it, you get the bonus, but you also get an extra 350 EXP
Here comes the part from day one that I actually predicted.
All right, this is what Hitman predicted. Shiny titles. Standard titles, pfft, those are so last summer. Legendarily lustrous designs of embellished honor. Now that's where it's at. Introducing shiny titles, a new concept in the world of Lunaria that's sure to leave you shining like the superstar that you fucking are. I added the fucking. I feel like it was necessary. The idea is simple, though. Extremely rare titles for you to collect with a natural sheen applied to them. These titles will often mimic ones that you already know and love, but will be far more rare to obtain. For example, some of you are literal trash. But, I laughed at that when I first read that.
Yeah.
But with a shiny version of this title, you'll theoretically be perceived as far less trashy. Or more, whichever way you'd prefer to see it. This approach is very similar to the concept of shiny Pokemon, or holographic versions of your favorite trading cards, like Magic the Gathering, when we've been, dabbling in that.
We can literally farm for better versions of your titles. I love it.
If there's a standard transcendent version of your favorite title, there may very well be a shiny transcendent version of it as well. For now, you will only be able to attain these new and exclusive shiny titles with the Astral and Splendor chests, but in the future, this mechanic will be also introduced into other title-generated areas of the game. If you want to be considered the very best, like no one ever was, that's a callback to Pokemon for anyone who doesn't know. There's no time greater than now to start hunting down these magical and elusive titles. And then here we go, we'll do one.
Gonna be like shiny hunting in Pokemon. I love it.
We may tweak their appearance over time if they're too subtle, but we didn't want to overdo it in the first pass. So be sure to let us know in Discord what your thoughts are. I don't know why they put that in italics, but I felt it was necessary to give it a little bit of a different pizzazz.
Little twang,
yeah, little twang to it, But so this is what you see where we're talking about. It's just a more lit up version of it. But you know what? I fucking like it. I'm a big fan of that. Sign me up. Might have to hit up Cliff, be like, how do I get a 101 title in shiny?
Yeah.
Are you gonna give me the governor of giveaways just in shiny?
You can trade your titles.
I'm not trading that. I'm never trading
it. Shiny Pokemon.
I guess if I eventually retire in 30 years or whatever like that, I could see myself being like, someone else has to become the governor of giveaways and give some shit away.
Account bound, you can't give them away.
That's true.
Exactly.
I feel like I should talk to Cliff and be like, can mine be account bound, but can it be ANG bound, where if I leave, I can be there's in 20 years, I'll be here you go, pass the title on, titles reborn, if you will. All right, what do we got here? Let's see what everybody's saying. All this new stuff and changes / updates when we just want more drops. Everybody knows if you want to get some fucking new shit in Lost Relics,
you fucking drops.
No.
Goddamn game.
I was that's true too, but everybody knows if you want to get some new gear, you just gotta fucking tune into ANG and do the giveaways, because you're not gonna find it. You can buy it, because we'll give shit away. But yeah. Look, oh, there you go. Thanks, bro, amigo. I love you too, buddy. When update? Now update, technically. That word is just to punctuate the point. Exactly my fucking point, I like it. He wrote that just for you, Spiz. I think so. Hit me with the most, blinged out version. I ain't scared of a shiny title. I just think it's kind of funny where, shiny card. I wish I had them. I already sleeved them and moved them upstairs. But, yeah. We'll continue on here. Titles Reborn. As with nearly every other element of the game, as well as being in the spirit of blockchain gaming itself, why wouldn't we allow players the ability to trade their precious titles amongst each other or sell them as they see fit? There's no reason why we shouldn't, and therefore, we're doing exactly that. In the near future, players will be able to trade their rare titles amongst each other. Some titles will be designated as account bound and will not be able to be traded, while others will be free to trade without restriction. Due to this anticipated update to titles, we'll now be internally tracking duplicates. This means that if you happen to obtain a duplicate title from either an Astral or a Splendor chest, for example, we'll be keeping track of this internally, so that when the time comes, we will have a record of the amount of specific titles you possess. As you are aware, many titles have come and gone since the very beginning of the game and are now considered extremely rare. This is surely to make an interesting dynamic in the marketplace, as well as a player's search for creative titles that suit them best. Just like everything else, titles come in various forms. Some may be blockchain, some may be virtual. I think that's crazy to think that we're getting an introduction of blockchain titles.
Yeah.
I think that's
I'm
nuts.
for it.
I'm for it. Like
Yeah.
anything that's going to add to the economy is going to have a huge impact in all of like the end game. Like all of our items that may have stagnated, we're getting a steroid shot to the economy. I also really like the idea that there are a bunch of virtual ones that will still be able to trade and stuff, because there's not a lot of virtual trading other than materials. Like realistically, if you're trying to get like some of the pets, let's say, or tools, there's only utility purposes for in-game gold trades, in my opinion, other than a handful, right? Because there's not a shitload of, like, I don't think a lot of people rely on virtual weapons or anything like that. Like armor, sure, because it breaks, which was really nice because it does allow me to resell stuff. But it's like I really like the idea of adding a more cosmetic form that's a little more progressive, especially if it'll pop, because you can get a shiny. Here we are, though. This is where I'm at right now, that I'm pumped about, because everybody knows that I drink every consumable I can when I go to dominate the world.
Yeah, but these are booster potions. These just boost your health, gathering, and production.
I'm going to still take them because I'm the most roided out man. I'm still going to drink them. If I can, I'm going to do it. Booster potions. What he's talking about here is they are located exclusively within our new astral chest. These experience elixirs look to bring a whole new meaning to the world progression. Should you obtain one of these marvelous concoctions through a bit of luck upon consumption, you will immediately be granted expeditious experience. That seems extraneous to use those words. Points based on the elixir consumed, but only for a short period of time. A short period of time being 2 hours is the lowest one. Skill Forge elixir. Boost production experience by 15% by 2 hours. Omni Harvest elixir. Boost gathering experience by 15% for 3 hours. Valor elixir. Boost character experience by 15% by 3 hours. Similar to pendants, not only can these potent brews be consumed by yourself, but you will also be able to trade these amongst fellow players as well, adding a whole new dynamic to the economic world of Lunaria. I will say right now, I will not be adding to the economic world of Lunaria because I'm going to keep them and drink them myself. I'm just saying. But don't be selfish. Sell them when I run out. Okay? Again. Astral chests. I really like these. A unique chest with a plentiful or a plethora of useful items of true utility. This is a must-have for an everyday adventurer looking to boost their experience levels. This chest will be the sole source of our new booster potions, as well as exclusive titles that can only be found within. Astral chests contain the following items. ×3 guaranteed roll of booster potions. Remember, if you get those, sell those to me, but I will be drinking them myself. ×1 guaranteed. I'm going to probably not accept Rizzy's friend request if anyone saw that, because I don't know who that is. Guaranteed roll exclusive astral chest titles, 20% chance at shiny, and then you have bonus items. A full list of the items and titles, along with the odds such chances of each, can be found within the shop. I like the idea. There's like essentially an EXP or cosmetic chest, which isn't highly different than the other one, in my opinion. But I still think I'm a big fan of new chests. Cosmetics galore. Don't we all just want to be unique and have a little fun? With the introduction of our newest line of cosmetic items, you'll now be able to show off your creativity and give your game a more personalized feel. Woo!
It's a gacha game.
It's going to get you. It might have got me. Exclusively found within the Splendor chest located in the shop, you will now have the chance to obtain one of these new types of cosmetics and really display your individual style. Headgear. Different types of cosmetic gear for your head that will display over any outfit includes items such as helmets, crowns, and hats. I think the way that we can attribute that is like all the random shit that you could put on your head in town. There's the pirate hat, there's the normal baseball cap, there's the dinosaur face or alligator face, whatever you want to call it. We're going to have our own option of that. Back gear. Unique cosmetic item displayed on the back of your character over any outfit, including items such as shields, cosmetic only, backpacks, and bags. So shields are coming too. Like that is coming, I think, right after this, which is kind of cool. Stash cosmetics, which I think is, who cares? I don't care that my chest looks any different. I'm not going to spend a lot of time up there, but maybe I will. Who knows? Along with these wonderful cosmetics comes a new concept being rolled out in the game. These items will be tradable. However, they will be blockchain/collectibles, and therefore will be traded via Shadowstones within the game. Due to these items not having a set supply, their supply will be tracked and visible for you to see, though, and also being bought through random chance, they will be allowed to be traded immediately, unlike other items found in the shop. We have actually referenced this thing that I think he's talking about right now before, where the idea of that, why can't I sell a morph? Why can't I sell certain skins that I bought from the shop? And I think that's kind of what he's addressing there. It's possible for you to obtain duplicates within these chests as well due to the random chance, and therefore being able to resell them immediately amongst your fellow players was important to us. The first batch of cosmetics will only ever be found within the Splendor chest, and at any moment we may decide to swap them out, never to have them return again. This means just like a majority of our items, these cosmetics will eventually become truly rare objects within the game, and if you want them later, you'd be forced to buy one off your fellow players, which may end up costing a pretty penny. So act now before you regret it. Forever.
Gotcha system.
I think that's kind of cool, but at the same time,
It's fine.
It's
fine. I know why he has it. It's fine. It's a small gotcha system that's very, very optional.
Yeah.
So it's not like other gotcha systems where it's like he doesn't have the EXP shit in there, and that's what's important to me. If it was a true like gotcha system, he'd also have stuff in there that was pay to win. But these are all literally just cosmetic shit. So
Yeah.
it's like, okay,
I'm
whatever. If you wanna roll a die, you know what? Go for it. Support the game.
Guess who is gonna roll a die? This
You're
guy.
gonna roll for like 400 of
This
them.
I am. I'm gonna fucking totally do an opening. Like 100%, we're
I
doing
mean,
an
fuck,
opening
I've
of this
got
shit.
60 SS after
And
selling
then
my...
We'll give
Sandra
away a
again, but I
shitload
might
of
do
what
it.
we get. But let's keep going here. What's in the Splendor chest? Splendor chest. The Splendor chest is a unique container with a wonderful new set of cosmetic items to obtain, which contain content that will be expanded
Ooh,
or
titles.
replaced over time. The new cosmetic items contained within this chest, not including titles, will be blockchain/collectible items, and players will be able to immediately sell them for Shadowstones to their fellow players if they wish. That's what we kind of just heard before, but at least we get a little image of it. He's hopping around. He's getting ready to open. I'm going to probably open, I don't know, at least 1 million of them in the first week, like, because with my luck. But we get 3 guaranteed rolls of the same. One is a cosmetic item. One is a Splendor chest only title with obviously the 20% shiny. And then bonus items, which is quite ambiguous. In particular, the Splendor chest contains a chance at our new headgear, backgear, and stash cosmetics, as well as exclusive titles that can only be found within. A full list of these items and titles, along with the odds and chances of each, can be found within the shop, just like before. So here is something that I think the community has been asking for quite some time, but not a lot of the community can actually access. But me in particular, I have asked Jay Meyer multiple times, like, what's going on after this point? Ascension. This is
also, as soon as they leaked these photos, I said prestiging.
It's prestiging, just like every other game. But this is good, though. So it goes, as you grow and develop into a true hero in the land of Lunaria, there comes a time where you eventually hit a peak. 120 levels of extreme grind and experience is sure to leave an adventurer feeling fulfilled. But what happens then? Are your days of progression over? You've mastered what it means to be a Lunaria master? Well, now the choice is yours. Either continue to wallow on... I like how they worded this. Continue to wallow on past achievements, or pursue a much greater feat of accomplishment.
Basically, what I got from that is stop being a pussy in Prestige.
I took it as being like, don't be a loser, okay? Like, obviously, like, we're prestiging. Introducing...
Prestige, bitch.
Yeah. Introducing Ascension. A system that allows you to go above and beyond what it means to be a true adventurer. A path leading to the ultimate success and notoriety. I don't know if you want notoriety, right? Notoriety is not necessarily good.
But it could be.
I mean, by definition, it's not good.
In a small community, I don't know.
All right. Maybe it is good. You will now have the option to reset your character back to level 1. By ascending to a higher state of being. You will retain all known rewards, including champion rewards, as with everything else related to your character's level. It will be as if you are still level 120, but visibly you are not. Along with this reset, you will be granted some exclusive rewards that'll surely motivate you to progress onwards. From new Ascension badges to exclusive titles and permanent ongoing rewards. If you don't ascend, it'll be your loss. As for now, there will be...
bitch if you don't do it.
It's your loss. As for now, there will be 3 levels of Ascension, each accompanied by a new set of rewards. 480 total levels of progression to achieve in a quest to outpace your competitors and make your way to the top of the leaderboards. We have rewards here for the levels of Ascension. I assume these will be around your stuff. Ascension is definitely not including free membership. You know how this goes. They're not including it. They're just gonna... This is fucking genius. Genius.
Oh, yeah.
Because
it's long overdue.
It's long overdue because it was like, I'm not level 120. I'm not even close to level 120.
Also, they were talking about
anyone who's level 120. It's like, you should keep getting fucking EXP. You should be working towards something else, even if it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? Like, you're not going to get more like energy or anything. Yes, everything. Just like anything that added progression.
Game. Every other game that has progression. Yep.
I like this, though. The Enchanted Isle. An ancient destination with an abundance of resources to be extracted. The Enchanted Isle is a unique getaway from the everyday grind of battle, just awaiting for your moment of harvest to arrive. Located on this astounding island of natural resources, you will be met with an overwhelming supply of precious materials to gather. Once the island has decided that you've collected too many of its resources, the remaining supply will vanish and you'll be forced to go back from whence you came. It won't be easy to travel to this location either. With a destination unknown to any map, you will be forced to rely on a magical teleport scroll to guide your way. How will you obtain this scroll? For now, very few of them exist, but they can more frequently be found within Astral and Splendor chests located at the shop. So we can find these Astral chests. We have to buy the Splendor chests, right?
How much do you think the chest will be sold for in the shop?
I hope they're going to be, I don't know, 300 Shadow Stones.
I'm praying 5 USD is the price.
I hope not, because I'm going to have to buy a shitload of them and do an opening. So I'm hoping maybe I can get like 5 for 5. $2 each or 5 for 5. You know, like, I don't know. Little wheel. Maybe I'll talk to Liv. Like, can I buy this in bulk? You know, like, I'm going to give away what I find. But I really, really, really like the idea of the Enchanted Isle. I'm a big fan where it's like only awesome nodes are going to be there. And then after you've successfully done enough of them, they'll disappear. And then it's just get out.
Go home.
I really like that. We're going to get teleported something. This is wild, okay? Like, this is wild. The shield mechanic. A new era.
Very interesting.
Right? A new overarching mechanic that's sure to change the way you think about combat. When you first log in, you'll notice that your main HUD has been slightly changed. This is due to the introduction of our new shield mechanic. Players will now have a secondary form of defense to accompany their existing health bars. Players will have an invisible max shield of 1,000, with a tiny amount of free regeneration thrown into the mix. It will be up to players whether or not they want to replenish the remainder of their shield or in order to increase their overall chance of survival. Unlike your health bar, the shield mechanic is far more durable, boasting a base defense buffer of 15% decreased damage. If you have 1,000 shields and someone hits you with an attack that dealing 1,000 damage, it will only hit you for 850 as the shield will absorb 15% of the attack. The shield only blocks physical damage though. Damage such as burn, poison, or magic will not be blocked. Over time, we'll tweak how the shield mechanic works, as well as items related to it. For now, you can only replenish your shield via select fish and potions, but this may be altered in the future. We'd love to hear your feedback on this mechanic and how you think it should be tweaked in order to best balance the overall system of combat. I've been wondering when shields were going to actually, like, come into play. For anyone who doesn't know, there are relics that are multiverse items that were shields that were agreed upon by Cliff that are in the game. They're not good, and do not go try to buy them. They are expensive and they don't do shit. But this idea makes sense because it's like, this will add to, I assume that this is going to add into what we've been talking about on this channel for a long time of the one-handed weapon getting a more prominent showcase of how it's useful. Where, yes, with this current thing, if you want to be super good on your exact timing, you can like, and do good with a one-handed weapon. But I've always thought, if I have a one-handed weapon, I should be able to have 2 one-handed weapons. Or at least a one-handed weapon and a shield. Here we are, the shield. But I think it's going to be, shield. I know, but it's going to give it to all. But this has to be for some now, step forward in this direction.
I could see us getting a shield.
Right? Like, because that would make sense. Like, the one-handed weapons are good, but not nearly as good as the two-handed. It's so much easier with two-handed. And it's like, if you added an extra tweak.
Block an attack and just
like block,
hit.
Literally, like add a react to instead of the tumble.
A shield stun like in
boom.
in
just exactly.
This is when they throw a little shade at me, is when they talk about the tavern.
All right. Let's hear what we got here. Tavern Bar has been restocked. Looks like the Tavern Bar is over for business again. Why did they employ someone for so long with no purpose? Probably a tax write-off. Regardless, your favorite Talmud stronghold is now back, bringing you some of your old favorites along with a new selection of delicious beverages. You were given the bartender, and then you left, and then you stopped streaming.
I was let go. I was let go. I didn't leave. My services were no longer required. New management took over.
Well, you gave ANG way too many drinks. So
Hey,
we
man,
had to have known it was
sales
coming,
were
dude.
through
Like the bar tab had to show up and
It
be
was
like, "Who's
weird
gonna
that
pay
they were
this?"
through the roof though, because nobody was buying them.
I bought a
there's
shitload of them.
some other plays involved.
All right,
Yeah,
we got teleport scrolls are now creatable.
Fuck yeah, I like this.
I'm glad I stocked up
Turns
on
out
these.
Serafina was operating at a loss while selling those teleport scrolls. Guess the
Okay,
cost of
over
acquiring
100 of them.
the precious resources used to create them wasn't worth her while. Well, her loss is your gain, as teleport scrolls will now be player created. Located on the outskirts of town, you will now find an ancient obelisk that has ascended from beneath the ground, bringing with it remarkable magic unlike anything you've ever seen before. Using a combination of various ingredients, players will now use this magical node as their creation station for their various teleport scrolls, as well as other mythical desires in the future. Look at it. It's like, what-do-do. I feel like it's almost like a cool.
That's where we're gonna craft our gems.
Oh, yeah. All right, here we go. Energy regen unleashed. Your max energy regen is now unlimited. Energy will now replenish to the max, but at a reduced pace. This will make room for a variety of energy-related items and new mechanics in the future. Whether you're wielding the infamous Queen's Misery or making use of some of our newest potions, you may find this change a refreshing alteration in gameplay. As well as with every new mechanic, we want to see how players feel with this change and how they adapt. So we'd love to hear your feedback on it, including possible tweaks you'd like to see made. Obviously, everyone is going to say that the Spiz should have unlimited energy, and it's probably unfair that he doesn't. But other than that, we should probably get a little legitimate with our complaints, because I do have, I think, 18 Queen's Miseries now. They're getting redundant every time that I
I
the
found
new
so
armor.
many. It's lost
Right?
interest.
I just don't
I'm
care.
Like, oh, cool,
Yeah.
another one.
Oh joy.
Here we
New
go.
armor mechanic. This is cool. Armor now operates in a completely different way. No longer is armor just reduced to offensive and defensive stats, but rather it now accompanied by a more prominent visual indicator, health and energy buffs. When you now don a set of armor, your max health and energy will be increased according to your armor's effectiveness. No longer will everybody have the exact same health and energy level. Instead, players will be able to customize their character a bit more, according to the armor and items they equip. As new armor with varying values get introduced, these customizations will go even further, and with balancing in mind. It should allow players to come up with some truly amazing strategies and builds. On top of this, armor has lost its offensive stats, as we want players to rely on other aspects of the game in order to upgrade their offensive capabilities. We've got something new planned for an upcoming patch, but we can see some of these armors now. Level 60 required. I can do that. I hear that.
Yeah, I kept the same tiers with like the other like legendary and epic. Like it just kept climbing.
Is that Trigandium? And war leather. 15% increased magic. 450 health. I really like the health boost. I'm a big fan of that.
Yeah, that's really cool. Hold up, Spitz, how you feel?
Yo!
Sorry, I didn't want to interrupt you while you're reading.
Bromigo, that's exactly what I'm thinking. Like,
Well, Brizzy, why are you like?
I barely have
Muffled.
relics. Brizzy, it does sound like
Oh,
you might...
sorry.
It
My,
did-
Live.
I'm here. My thing was.
Sounded like
Microphone
you were
part was out.
400 miles away.
it
I
sound-
was, dude.
It
Where
sounded
you
like
got hacked.
you might have need like, are you ordering pizza at 911? Like,
Yeah, we're
did you
using
get?
like a megaphone.
You know what I
on the other
mean?
side
Like,
of the
are you
house.
okay?
I blinked twice for
Ask
help.
Yeah,
for
yeah.
Extra cheese if you're being held hostage.
All right.
Sorry about that.
We have now riffs. Traveling is rough sometimes, even when transformed into a mythical, morphological being. There will always be a lengthy period in time that you could feel that you have been shortened. If only there was some way of doing so. Luckily for you, magical rifts have begun appearing over the town of Talmouth, and according to rumors, will periodically teleport you to a predetermined destination upon entry. Think of these rifts as, quote, free teleports. Quick access to various locations around Lunaria with predetermined destinations. These rifts will only be operational on momentarily basis, however, and you will not be able to use these portals at will. Instead, they will be treated as a backup form of travel and teleport scrolls along with morphs, and will still be the primary method of travel. Over time, we will expand this mechanic to allow for further travel to various locations in our expansive world, creating a unique system of shortcuts and helping you journey around Lunaria in a more convenient manner than ever before. And then we have a note here. Free players will only be able to use rifts once every 24 hours, while members can use them once every 4 hours. If you previously used a rift as a free player and then activated a pendant, you will still need to wait the full 24 hours before the particular rift can be used again. We may adjust these limitations in the future. I think that they should get that fucking limitation. You should have known if you were about to activate a pendant. Come on now. Rifts don't work, and why did I just like delete all of your messages? Rifts, Bromigo says Rifts didn't work out well for Pinky and Doom series. That's actually true. All right, Emporium Notes. For years, the citizens of Talmouth have been begging the owners of the Emporium to allow them to receive their purchased goods directly on spot, rather than having them be transported across the street to the Talmouth Tavern. Due to the long-standing contract between the two parties, this was not possible. Until now. As the contract was set to expire, a new deal was struck, a hybrid agreement that made everybody rejoice. Players will now be able to withdraw their purchased items and send them directly to their inventory. If a player buys a large quantity of items, these items will fill up their inventory to its max capacity, and the remainder will be sent directly to their stash. Yes, you heard that correctly. Part of the agreement, including a stubborn stipulation of forcing the purchaser to physically carry as much as possible. Luckily for you, the Emporium found a loophole in this contract, creating a container that can magically teleport your items directly to your stash. This deposit box will conveniently allow a player to deposit their items to their stash without ever having to leave the Emporium. We have a note. We'll eventually add a button to the Emporium window to allow for players to choose how many items to send to their inventory rather than forcing them to withdraw them all. Deposit box will still stay due to convenience and other reasons. I'm a big fan of this. The idea that
Yeah, definitely.
I can technically circumvent, like if I'm buying supplies for, like Hitman knows this, to actually do a skill. I don't have to make, like, that's one less trip when the whole journey is, like, if I'm trying to level up my engineering, how many trips do I have to take? And if I have to buy an item, now I don't have to take one, I have to take one less trip. I like that a lot.
If there's a stash in the auction house, That's technically closer for both cooking and engineering as well.
But it's only a deposit box.
Fuck.
It's not a take box.
Never mind.
Wait, we'll eventually add a button to the Emporium window to allow players to choose how many items to send to inventory rather than forcing to withdraw them all. Yeah, all right. Yeah, it's still taking it from you. It's not doing it. All right, Relic Essence. This is one. In the mystical realms of Lunaria, it is whispered that the fabric of reality is woven with threads of relic essence. This ethereal essence is infused with the different rarities that shape the world. Adventurers, through their valiant efforts, gather these relic essences from the farthest corners of the land, unlocking them with the energy of their victories. As the relic essence gather, their latent powers resonate, forming a harmonic connection to the rarities they represent. When one possesses a sufficient quantity of a specific relic essence, the resonance can be harnessed to activate the essence, sending ripples through the weave of reality itself. It is rumored that the activation can be attempted at one of the ancient altars somewhere in Talmuth. This ripple awakens the dormant forces that govern rarity, drawing forth an item of unparalleled value and power from the mystical realm. Thus, adventurers become weavers of destiny, threading the tapestry of their fate with the very essence of rarity. Wow, that sounds interesting. I wonder what it means, is what comes after that. Hopefully that didn't, derail too much. I think it was in the same thing, but it sounds like there's something we could build, like super rare items like we had in one of the last events, where, it would be like find A, B, and C, and then you can make D or E. I think there's something going on with that. Or it has everything to do with just me. I
think we're going to be able to enchant weapons.
I do too. I think we're going to be able to do what you can do in Diablo, where I can spend blockchains that I will shoot back into the system to grab, it's not transmorging, but it's like taking an ability and adding it to another thing. But let's hear about the future of weaponry. Along with this update comes the introduction of mythical and transcendent virtual weapons. As a result of this addition, many of you will probably be wondering how this change might affect the current weaponry of Lunaria, or more particularly, our premium blockchain/collectible weapons. Our goal has always been to feature our premium blockchain/collectible content. This is key to ensuring that the overall structure of the game operates as intended. Players need to desire content, and in order to do that and have functioning economy, this content must have proper appeal. You can't have proper appeal without having proper use case and significant benefits for owning this content. This brings us to the future. You will soon be able to upgrade, you heard it, upgrade your weapons by adding to or buffing their offensive characteristics. Bonuses such as increased damage, attack speed, crit damage, and a new addition of lifesteal will be some of the many possible upgrades that can be performed on your desired weapon of choice. On top of this, blockchain/collectible weapons will become the sole source of weapon shards. Quote, not available yet. These magical shards will be randomly obtained through combat by using your various blockchain/collectible weapons. Unlike other games that often reward their their players via a completely passive method, we've decided to take a different approach with this mechanic. Think of weapon shards as the currency of upgrading your weapons. Since they can only be obtained by players participating in the game and actively using content, one could say that we've gone with an active-passive approach to rewarding our users for their time. We feel that this will help to keep a more active community, as well as not allow investors to just buy up all the content. I don't know if that has anything to do with me right there, but I don't just buy all the shit, okay?
I buy half of it, okay?
I give it away afterwards, like, for God's sakes. Like, come on. For now, we will leave out the details on the upgrade process itself, as well as how these different augments will be obtained. But here are the important details. Only blockchain/collectible weapons will be able to be upgraded. Virtuals will not. Blockchain/collectible weapons will be the sole facet of weapon shards. Weapon shards will be tradable, which means that if you choose not to use these shards to upgrade your own weapons, or have fully maxed out your weapon, you will continue to receive these shards through usage and may sell them to other players. All blockchain/collectible weapons will become individually numbered and eventually become NFTs, rather than FTs as they are now. All existing weapons will go through a fair process to determine which weapons will receive which assigned number /mint. More information in regards to this will be announced in the near future. You will be able to sell your weapons in upgraded form with possible stipulations. That was something that when I heard about this, I was like, what happens then? Am I selling, if I spent all of my stuff or all of my weapon shards and upgraded the shit out of something and then I go to sell it, am I selling it as a base or am I selling it as what it is? I
think you're selling
fucking,
it as is.
As what it is what's going on with possible stipulations. Not everyone will be able to do this, and not every upgrade, I think, will actually translate to a sellable thing. But what this opens up is a highly progressive section of the economy, where it's no longer that you're looking for a wind chaser. I want a wind chaser with extra increased attack speed. I want a wind chaser with extra increased damage. Instead of the one, because our economy, if anyone wants, like, I'll challenge me to the debate of it. Our economy is based on a select number of items. There's the best of the best of each class, and it is defined as that. And that's not necessarily a bad thing, but at the same time, I've said before, it stagnates every other item. It's kind of stupid that it would be like one item's worth 10,000 Shadowstones, every other of the equivalent damage, just because it doesn't have the good ability, is worth a quarter of it. This is awesome. Like, this will allow where it's like, you can get a specific wind chaser. You can get a specific parallel. Like, someone can add something to it, and it will now be like, what are you looking for? It adds variety to the table, and it adds a less of a stagnation for the cost of things, where it's like, it's no longer, if I want to sell my wind chaser, I have to sell it for X because that's what it's being sold for. I can now put 2 extra abilities on it and sell it for whatever that's now selling for. Like, it's wonderful. Like, I think this is awesome.
It definitely opens up the market for sure.
It just opens variety.
Man, about it, and we're gonna need to change how the Emporium works, because we're gonna need to see what weapons have what augments on them, what they're wanting to sell them for, because you could list the same wind chaser, right, but have different augments on it, but because somebody
I think that will be part of it, like, where it's like, now you can look up wind chaser and you'll be given all the wind chasers,
like
but you can click on one. Yes, exactly.
Yeah, like, you can type in the thing and it shows you every one that's on the market, and you can see what it does, but it doesn't say like, oh yeah, this one's listed by Spizzo or
Bromigo,
or
I'll buy your I'll buy your busted
like,
shit.
oh yeah, I'm just gonna
and
buy
upgrade it.
all this one person's stuff, or like, oh, I want to help out the streamer, so I'm gonna buy all their stuff because
sure.
like I can see who's selling it. It's still anonymous who's like selling it, but it's like, here's a wind chaser for 20,000 SS, but it has all these enchantments on it.
Yeah,
So you're
like,
oh yeah, that's why it's so expensive. But then there's a wind chaser for 5,000 that has
yeah,
nothing. Or you know,
like Fluffy Girl says, yeah, open list market, where it's like, we'll now have a sub list, like where, like you're saying, where I look up Wind Chaser, and then it's like, do you want any other upgrades to it? But here, we'll finish this out. This new upgrading feature will consist of many moving parts not mentioned here and will be considered one of our new reward systems in the game. With that being said, the bottom line is simple. Blockchain/collectible weapons will become significantly better than virtual weapons in every way possible, as intended, and there is no need to worry about how these virtual additions may affect the market within the game. If anything, they should be treated as a cause for celebration. I agree. Like,
I'm excited.
I'm very pumped for it.
I'm gonna get a mythic virtual sword and run Zenny with it because I'll be hitting for almost 100 plus more damage every swing.
This one's for me over here. Discord server booster rewards. In recognition of the unwavering support of our incredible Discord server boosters who have been elevating our server, we're thrilled to unveil a new and gratifying initiative. This initiative has been crafted to express our heartfelt appreciation for keeping our Discord server boosted over time and benefiting all server members. While in the past, your name was illuminated at the top of the player list in Discord, we've improved our Discord integration, and with this advancement, we're elating to introduce a novel dimension to our appreciation, one that resonates with each passing month of your server boosting support. These type of I used to work in like marketing, like these type of things annoy me, where this is just like, let's throw a bunch of words that this hasn't told us anything different than the first one has. Like nothing different at all. It's just like, we got a lot of words and it sounds like we're talking really smart. And it's like, shut up. Let's get to what we need to get to. From the very moment this update goes live, if you've been actively contributing to the enhancement of our Discord server, we're able to credit your reward we're able to credit you rewards for your contributions all the way back to the start of your boosting support. There's a note: if you stopped supporting before this update, we unfortunately can't reward you for your past time because the records don't exist. But in the future, now that this system is in place, we will be able to track your time even if you have paused it for a while and resume later. Regardless of whether you've boosted our server for a span of months or even years, you will stand to reap the rewards that correspond to the entirety of your support thus far. Rewards will be dispatched at the end of every consecutive 30-day interval during which you've boosted our Discord. These rewards encompass a spectrum of offerings, from exclusive titles that underscore your dedication to modest in-game bonuses that augment your gameplay experience. These rewards apply to any future supporters too, so if you'd like to boost our Discord, you will also start receiving rewards for every 30 consecutive days of support. I think that's great because I've been supporting, I've been, I'm almost 2 years of boosting it. So like, I'll let everybody know.
Yeah, I've got 2 boosts in the server.
2, yeah, I got somewhere around there.
I have a solid 0.
Yeah, I was just about to say, I'll be a future booster though.
All I was saying is like, no, I was boosting for everyone on the ANG. Like, come on.
Yeah, hell yeah, dude.
Every time I got Discord Premium and it gave me free boosts, I was like, I don't know where else to put them. Here, Lost Relics.
Boom. Yeah, no, I've just been paying for it for, almost 2 years. Like, yeah. Me and I know Aya was she was doing a lot too. Quick bits. Max energy and health now fully unlocked from level 1. Explosives now share damage among multiple targets. A few new champion rewards. You'll notice that teleport scrolls operate a little differently now. Fireproof and anti-poison potions once again gain full immunity. There's a new merchant around town. You should pay him a visit. New outfits have been added to the shop. Added by total value to stash and sort by MP to encyclopedia. Adjusted lethal adrenaline, peach foil potion, and brute force. I don't know how I feel about that because 2 of those I use regularly as my PEDs. I don't. What
Maybe
needs
they're
to be
better.
adjusted?
Yeah, maybe they're better.
Maybe they're getting buffed.
Yeah.
I hope they're getting buffed.
Aren't those only 60 seconds,
The
or-
time.
No, they're like 3 minutes for the lethal adrenaline potion, but you get 50% increased damage, 20% increased attack speed, minus 50% in taken damage. Like, they're already amazing. The brute
Yeah, they're
force
getting
is 15% increased damage for 8 minutes or 5 minutes. But I don't like that they've even been adjusted. I'm not a fan of that unless they become really good. And they're already way too good. Morph slot has been moved and full inventory now always shown on Hub. Gold crumbs swapped with new item named Jungle Charm. Who the fuck has ever found gold crumbs?
Nobody.
Yeah, never.
Has anyone ever even heard of gold crumbs?
Not until this patch.
I never fucking know that. And then I love the most ambiguous. Many more quality of life improvements and fixes. All right, so it took a while to get through it, but I will say that, like, it was an hour read. I'm so fucking pumped. Like, I'm gonna go up. I'm gonna shake my wife. Like, I'm gonna be like, you need to, like, yeah, she's sleeping. Like, I'm gonna, yeah, like, I'm fucking
Can you believe it?
pumped, dude. Like, this is awesome.
Babe, I'm gonna open up a new line
That's
of credit.
great.
You know, it's an investment. You
Yeah.
don't understand.
I'll like kick in a door for no reason at all. I'll be like, why would you do that? And I'll be like, because there's a Medium article out. The Echoes of Ascension just dropped. She'll be like, I don't
What the
care.
fuck
I
are you
don't
talking
care.
about?
Be like, oh, you fucking should. I got three rings.
Oh, Jesus.
But yeah, this is happening. So tomorrow, can you play right now?
No.
No.
Yeah,
it's
all right.
over
So
down.
it's going
It's
on
over
right
down.
now. So we're not
Yeah,
going to be able to
close to
play
down.
till Thursday, right?
Minimum.
Yes.
Minimum.
Yeah.
Okay. Here's what's going on. The collector's edition box that was supposed to come when I opened the last box and got all those bangers is coming tomorrow. I'm probably going to stream and I'll do a pack opening, but then we'll play probably like Fortnite and golf.
I can't. I won't be on.
Brizzy,
I'll be around. But
we'll play some. We'll
we're
get
gonna
our
miss
ass kicked
Hitman for sure.
in Fort. Yeah, Hitman's our fucking anchor. Jay should be streaming, so like I assume we'll do that. But I will do the opening of the collector's edition stuff. But I will also say that even though I can't log on now, I did buy. I think I have 225 chests for we're doing the $5 million open. I haven't been able to buy $5 million worth of chests, but that'll be the next one on Lost Relics, and I'm kind of glad that I got all those chests because maybe there's some new shit that I'll be able to get out of those boxes now. But we will.
Yeah, that's gonna be sick.
We will be able to do those openings, but yeah,
So, can I add a few things?
do it, drop it.
When we were doing that reading in the Discord, Cliff wanted to stay quiet, but of course, as he was in there, people were asking him questions. But on the forageables, the harvestables, you saw
Yeah.
that there was like pouches and like sunken treasure troves and all that kind of stuff. And
Yeah, and
Cliff
the
did say that
images.
Cliff did say that he adjusted the reward rate, so when those feel more rewarding when
That's
they
good.
get opened.
Ooh.
Like,
So
big
Yeah, so
money.
now it's actually gonna be worth to opening stuff,
mhm,
which
Yeah.
is good.
yeah. And I think because there's just so much that can be dropped, I think because there's those titles, the shiny titles, the all of there's going to be quite a few things that can be dropped from those things.
Oh hell yeah, I'm pumped for it.
So,
But yeah, like so we will. Obviously, we're gonna be jamming out Lost Relics when the new update drops. I got my controller charged, ready to rock. If you don't use controller, like you need to get it together, okay? The controller is the way to go. Grow up.
Yeah, I really need to try it out.
Just grow up, okay? It's so much better.
I'll be
like
a little baby goo goo forever then.
it's just so much better. But
You're telling a PC player to pick up a controller.
Petty, are you streaming right now?
No.
Is anybody streaming right now?
No.
No. I guess I could stream hardcore. Wow, I don't know.
Is anybody streaming Lost Relics at all? Or no, you can't.
No.
How could you?
Because we can't.
Yeah,
I mean, they
how
can
could
talk
you?
about the patch, like that's the only thing,
Yeah, like
But
we
yeah,
did.
nobody's live on LR right now.
But yeah, we're gonna end this one here, and then we'll do the opening. We'll do some Fortnite and some golf tomorrow. Have some fun, and then on Thursday, if it goes live, I will definitely stream. And if it's Friday, it's Friday, and I'll be streaming regardless. But hopefully, yeah, if you didn't already read it, hopefully listen to it and enjoyed it. It's a little short one today. But, much love to everybody. Thanks so much to the ANG crew. Everybody got Brizzy, Hitman, Petty, Aya, all of us, bangarangs. We will see you guys, though, tomorrow, literally, because normally I wouldn't stream, but I can't wait to not open those collector's edition packs. I'm going to get that soul ring finally. It's going to happen.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Let's
Much
go.
love, everybody.
Post Malone.
See you later.